sit in the Oblivion Code, facing my computer screen. The only light in the room comes from the monitors surrounding me, casting shadows across my hands, which are hovering over the keyboard. My job is simple: encrypt data, secure it, bury it deep. The agency hired me because they trust me. Or maybe it's because they know I'd never question them. But that was before the messages started. Every morning at exactly 3:33 a.m., a line of text appears on my screen. They're watching through the fragments. I delete it. Yet the next day, it's back. The same words, same time. I can't shake the feeling that I'm being drawn into something, that this isn't just a glitch in the system. There's something watching me, no, tracking me, through my own memories. I don't know how to explain it, but the feeling is there, lurking just out of sight. As the days pass, my sense of time unravels. Shadows seem to stretch at odd angles, like they're reaching toward me. Reflections in my office mirror lag, like my own image is a second behind. I begin losing fragments of time, minutes, hours gone, and I can't remember what I was doing. Then, one night, I find myself at my desk with no recollection of how I got there. On my monitor, there's footage of a vast circular room filled with rows of identical computers. People are seated at each one, their faces blurred, eyes wide, staring blankly. I lean in, my pulse quickening, as I realize something unnerving. Each one of those people looks just like me. My obsession grows, feeding on the unease gnawing at my mind. I dig through the agency's archives, searching for answers, and finally, I find it, a program called the Oblivion Code. The deeper I go, the more I learn about it. It's not just a tool, it's a mechanism designed to fracture memories, rearrange them, to trap people within a distorted version of reality. The code manipulates time and identity, leaving individuals stuck in a loop of memories that aren't entirely theirs. Each loop erases the original, overwriting it with an altered version, a nearly identical replica, but different enough that I'm horrified at what it implies. I'm not sure how many times this has happened to me already. I can barely remember what my life was like before this job. Who am I if I can't trust my own mind? In a panic, I try to leave the agency, but the corridors seem to shift, winding into a labyrinth that pulls me deeper. I stumble into a forgotten room filled with screens, each one displaying moments from my life. Moments that I thought I knew well, but they're off, distorted, like someone tampered with them. My childhood home, the memory of my mother's voice, my first job, none of it feels real. I begin to question if anything I remember truly happened, or if it's all been reconstructed by the Oblivion Code. I finally confront a figure I assume is the agency's director, demanding to know the truth. He says nothing, just smiles at me with a knowing look that chills me to the bone. "You've been part of this since the beginning," he says, his words thick with finality. My stomach twists as he explains that I'm just one of many iterations, a test subject in an infinite experiment. My memories, my actions, my very existence, an endless loop, looping back to the beginning each time, only slightly altered. The screen goes black, but not before I glimpse one final message that lingers, burning into my mind. Oblivion awaits all who seek the truth. And in that suffocating darkness, I know that no matter how many times I try to escape, I'll end up right back here, trapped within the fragments of my own mind, caught in the Oblivion Code.